Hello, sacred beings. I've been getting this message that I need to deliver this, so I'm just going to start talking and hopefully enough of the message comes out. So we are in a very uncomfortable space right now. I think we can all agree on that. I think we've been experiencing it all year, I would say. The first half of the year, first good chunk of the year, it was in this very time was speeding up energy. Time was moving faster. Our human minds were trying their darndest to keep up with time. And this showed up in this thought after thought after thought after thought. Oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing this, you should be doing this, idea. And it was exhausting. It was exhausting to our bodies because they literally could not keep up with our minds, and time was speeding up. And so we were literally not able to do as much in a certain amount of time as we used to be able to do. This was extremely stressful on our bodies, on our minds, on our hearts, on our spirits. It does feel like we've sort of come to the other side of this, where we've finally, our minds have adjusted to the new time. And so it feels like it has kind of found a nice space to settle, where our brains have quieted a little bit. But this new energy feels more, it's still energetic, but it feels maybe more physical. I feel like the time speeding up was energetic, but it was more mental, and this one is a little bit more physical. And so there's this squeeze of energy right now, which somebody described as being in a birth canal. So we were pretty comfortable in our womb here, we're this is the womb, we're doing good. And then we're oh no, our time is coming to an end, And so now there's this, well, we got to do this, we got to do this, we got to do this before the time comes to an end, right? And now as we're being released from the womb, we're just in this really tight squeeze, right? Where it's just really uncomfortable. The way I'm receiving this message is we are more than our bodies, we are more than our minds. We're actually this great expansive chunk of energy, right? And we're noticing finally, or maybe more intensely, just how dense this 3D 4D energy, just almost we're not stuck in our bodies, but we do kind of believe that we're stuck in our bodies. And so it's being squeezed into this experience, squeezed into this dense energy. The woo-woo people have been saying forever and ever that we're moving into the 5D, the fifth dimension. Fifth dimension it's bigger, it's more expansive. Perception is very, very different there. You are the ability to perceive so much more there. But we're being squeezed before we can pop into the 5D. That's the message I'm receiving. This squeezing energy is showing up in a lot of release, a lot of down to the bare bones, down to a lot of what's practical, what do we need, what can we live without. There's also this very much this discomfort in our bodies, this discomfort in this experience that's we gotta move. There's this sensation to move. And a lot of people are physically moving locations, me included. I am moving. A lot of the people I know are moving and have moved in recent times. This year is a 9 year. 9 years are endings. 9 years are goodbyes. 9 years are closing the door in gratitude. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of the experiences. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for everything. And it's time to release you. And this can show up very physically. This can show up very mentally. This can be very much, I'm a new person now. It's just releasing of what no longer serves, right? Next year is a 1 year. 2025, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. So next year's 2026, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 equals 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. That's a 1 year. 1 years are fresh starts, bright eyes, bushy tails. It's new beginnings. It's the rising sun on the east. So we have this incredible opportunity between these 2 years to change our entire reality as we know it, so that it can be shaped by releasing and allowing in the new. And then 2027 is a master year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 7 equals 11. It's a master year. Life is going to be different in 2027. 2027 to 2030, life is going to be very different. So getting very stable in 2025 and 2026, getting very stable in who we are and what we're doing. Getting that, I call it the platform. It's about right here at your belly button, just like above your belly button. This is your platform of faith. This is what you can settle into. This is what you can just like, this is like the default setting of like, you know what, hands up, surrender. This is the universe, right? This is, or God or source or divinity. This is universal energies working in a way that I could not comprehend even if I wanted to. Like everything is happening exactly as it's intended to for a reason that I cannot comprehend and for the greatest and highest good of all. So this is the platform of surrender. This is the platform of knowing that everything that is happening is for the greatest and highest good, even though I can't perceive that, because I have this very limited perception in my own mind, in my own eyes, but I can't see everything. I can't understand everything the way the universe just can, because the universe can see my perception. It can also see your perception. You can see their perception. You can see all the perceptions all at once. It knows what the tree perceives, right? So there's just more at play than we could ever imagine. The other piece to this story, find yourself. Find what truly drives you. Find what you truly love. Find what lights you up inside and follow that. If you know who you are, if you know your habits and your patterns, your downsides, your upsides, what drives you, how you think, why you think, you are going to be in great shape. If you're familiar with shadow work, keep it up. If you're not familiar with shadow work, look it up. There are apps, there are books, there are websites. Do some shadow work. Shadow work is literally just asking you to figure out who you are, to figure out why. Why am I like this? Anyway, February 20th, Saturn and Neptune will be conjunct. This is so important for so many reasons. This has not happened ever. I mean, they conjunct all the time. That's not the important part. The important part is where they're conjuncting. But I'm going to give you some background. Saturn is the planet of maturity. It's the planet of responsibility. It's the planet of duty. It's very tangible, planet of growth and maturity and functionality. Neptune is the planet of intangibility. Neptune is the planet of spirituality. Neptune is the planet of the veil, of connecting to that spirit inside of us. It's the planet of daydreams and dreams in general and the ancestors. Like anything that can be perceived as being on the other side of the veil is Neptune. And so this is where the tangible and the intangible unite as one. And not only are they uniting as one, it is happening at 0 degrees Aries. And the reason that is very important is because 0 degrees Aries is the beginning of the astrological year. Aries is the top of the astrological calendar. It's the head where it goes all the way down. Pisces is the feet. That's why Aries are known as the leaders. That's why they're known as those self-starters. So this energy of self-starting, of brand new beginnings, of fresh starts is aligning with the reality being blurred by the intangible, where maybe they can both be real. Maybe both things can be real. Maybe your imagination is realer than you think it is, which is where the 5D kind of comes in, because that's what the 5D is all about. The 5D is about how real your imagination is, how real your thoughts are, how real the intangible is. You don't perceive that here in the 3rd and 4th dimensions because we are just not capable of perceiving that. But in the 5th dimension, you can. In the 5th dimension, you are aware of how tangible the intangible is and how much you can control the tangible through the intangible. So there's this huge shift coming. And in this moment, we're feeling the tightness of the squeeze before there will be this like, oh, thank goodness that's over. I reiterate, in this time, it is very important to find that platform of faith, whatever that faith looks like for you, and allowing this energy to show you what it's meant to show you. Every experience is a message. Where are you uncomfortable specifically? This is where you need more wiggle room, right? Wherever you are being squeezed the most is where you are feeling the most constrained, where you are feeling the most not free to be yourself, not free to be authentic, not free to express yourself, not free to move about the cabin, right? So it's showing you where you're the most uncomfortable so that you can shift that And now is the time to shift it. Now is the time to start trying to wiggle. Now is the time to recognize those messages so that you can move more earnestly with your passions, with your desire, with your heart, with your soul, with your path. There's also this energy in this squeezing of releasing which doesn't serve. So this could be like getting rid of belongings. This could be like sentimentality. What are you so sentimental towards, right? Sentimentality is astoundingly heavy. And is that actually serving you? Can you move forward when you are stuck remembering? And how can you be freer? I feel like that's most of the message. I feel like we got a lot of it across. I also feel like a lot of you have a lot of questions. Feel free to reach out. My email is guardianoftheguided@gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook, Guardian of the Guided, on Instagram, Guardian of the Guided. I will be building an online community here soon. I'm going to start a podcast here soon. You'll hear my voice more often. I can't wait to share this experience with you all. But the message I have been hearing was that y'all needed to hear this. So I'm getting it out. I hope it went well. I hope it makes sense to some of you. I hope that we as a community can guide each other through this and help each other make it from one end to the other side, so that we may be lighter, so that we may be freer, so that we may be brighter, more authentic, more abundant in every aspect of our lives. May you have a blessed day, week, month, year. May I be here to guide you. May your friends be here to guide you. May the universe be here to guide you through this experience. And may it come with ease and grace, and may lessons come just loudly enough to hear them and not any louder. Thank you all for sharing your time with me. I love you so much.